Hello, everyone. This is the touching story of a kitten who waited at the station for months. Once upon a time, a little kitten lived near the train station. It was a tiny, timid thing that darted between the passengers' feet and sniffed at every new arrival, hoping to find a kind soul who would give her some food or perhaps even take her in. But most people just stepped over her or shooed her away. And so the lonely kitten spent her days begging and her nights sleeping out in the cold, wet, dirty streets. One particularly rainy afternoon, a young man stepped off the train and onto the platform. He was a soldier who'd just returned home after a long deployment overseas. As he made his way through the crowd, he noticed a small, kitten clinging to a pillar and meowing pitifully. The kitten must have been soaked to the bone by now. Without a second thought, the soldier crouched down, scooped her up and wrapped her in his jacket. The kitten purred loudly, nuzzling into his neck as if thanking him. He walked out of the station and started down the street, still holding the kitten close. She looked up at him with big, hopeful eyes, then suddenly darted out of his arms and onto the road. The soldier stopped in surprise and watched as she trotted alongside his car all the way to his street. He couldn't understand why she wanted to follow him, but something about those green eyes drew him to her. Maybe she really was just a stray looking for a home. As he opened the door to his house, the kitten slipped inside before he could stop her. Startled, the soldier quickly closed the door behind her and set about drying her off with a towel. She was shivering violently, so he wrapped her in a blanket and set her by the radiator. Still, he couldn't shake the feeling that there was something special about this cat, something he just couldn't put his finger on. Just then, his sister came into the room and gasped in surprise. "What's that?" she cried, rushing over to the blanket. And when she saw the kitten, she exclaimed, "Oh, my God, it's Mittens!" The soldier was puzzled. "Mittens? You know this cat?" His sister nodded, her eyes welling up with tears. "Of course I know her. This is the cat I told you about, the one I lost when I moved overseas. I used to take care of her, but one day she disappeared and I never found her. I thought she'd only been gone a few weeks, but it had actually been months. How did she get here?" The soldier shrugged, still clueless, but when he looked into the kitten's eyes, he could see that they were the same shade of green as his sister's, and suddenly he understood. The kitten hadn't just wandered into his house by accident. She had been waiting patiently at the train station for months, hoping against hope that a human would come back for her. All that time she spent alone and afraid had been worth it because she knew her person would return eventually. And when she finally did, it was worth it. That night, the soldier sent a picture of the reunited pair to his sister. "She's home," he wrote, and for the first time in months, so was the kitten. Now, every time the soldier sees a lost animal, he does everything he can to help. And he knows that no matter how hard life may be, love always finds a way to win in the end. Do you have a story about an animal who never gave up on you? Please share it with us in the comments below. We'd love to hear about it. I will really appreciate if you like, share and subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed this touching tale, be sure to stay tuned for more heartwarming stories like this one. Thanks for watching.